Hello guys, how are you? So for today's presentation, we will present to you about fall prevention in retirement home. And we are the Vigals. So group members are Princess San Hermano, Kathleen Antonio, Shiny Ortalesa, Christina Jugiad, and yours truly, Gingy the Dancing Machine. This presentation will provide an overview of a quality improvement initiative aimed to reduce falls and enhancing safety for elderly residents at Belmont House Retirement Home. So falls are a major health concern in retirement home, with approximately one-third of residents experiencing falls annually, leading to serious injuries and a decline of quality life. As Canada's aging population continues to grow, addressing fall prevention becomes increasingly important to ensure the well-being of seniors. This issue is critical in Canadian healthcare, where the aging population is increasing. This incident can lead to serious injuries, increased illness, and decreased well-being. According to the World Health Organization 2021, there are two strategies in fall prevention, which are comprehensive fall prevention and standard fall prevention.
Standard fall prevention measures focus on taking safety steps to prevent falls. This includes regular checks and using tools like walkers and handrails to reduce the risk. The goal is to maintain safety across different environments. Comprehensive fall prevents measures use a broad strategy. This includes making changes to the environment, such as better lighting and removing hazards, along with personalized interventions, staff training, and educating patients. This method effectively lowers fall rates by tackling various risk factors and encouraging patient participation.
The objective of our project was to implement a comprehensive fall prevention strategy at Belmont House. This involves several key strategies designed to create a safer living environment for our residents. Our project aimed to address this critical issue with a goal of reducing falls from 50% within a 6-month period. The fall prevention strategy will be implemented with SMART goals targeting environmental changes, patient education, safety check, and assistive devices to achieve a 20% reduction in fall incidents over 6 months with a weekly audits to track staff adherence. All staff will be complete training by the first month and departments will conduct fall risk assessments. By week 2, with the nurse manager accountable for overseeing the implementation, monitoring progress, reviewing incident reports, ensuring compliance, and providing regular feedback, while communication will be maintained through clear channels activities, documented, and technology used for monitoring and reporting.
Impact of stakeholders. The impact of this initiative will be significant for all stakeholders. Staff will be benefit from enhanced training and awareness, which will improve their ability to prevent falls. Transformational leadership will play a critical role in fostering a culture of safety and continuous improvement for patients, clients, and their families. The implementation of improved safety measures will lead to enhanced well-being and confidence in their care. With the leadership style and nursing theory, leadership style, we will adopt a transformational leadership style to foster a culture of safety and continuous improvement. Transformational leaders inspire and motivate their teams to embrace change, promote collaboration, and encourage innovative solutions to challenges. This leadership style will be essential in engaging staff and residents in the fall prevention program, ensuring their commitment to its success. Nursing theory. The program will be guided by Orem's self-care deficit theory, which emphasizes the importance of individuals taking responsibility for their health and well-being. By empowering residents to participate in their care and safety, we align this theory, promoting autonomy and self-management among elderly residents. This approach not only approaches or supports residents in understanding their risks but also fosters a sense of ownership over their safety.
So, for the resources required to sustain change, it is implemented in the fall prevention program. The following resources will be essential. Financial resources. This ongoing funding will be necessary to support staff training, purchase assistive devices, and make necessary environmental modifications. Budget allocation must be planned to ensure that these resources are available consistently. Another is the human resources. We will need a dedicated team of nursing staff, educators, and safety coordinators to oversee the program's implementation and ensure adherence to protocols. This may involve hiring additional staff or designating specific roles among current employees. For materials and equipment, adequate supplies such as assistive devices like walkers, grab bars, education materials for residents, and monitoring tools such as fall risk assessment will be necessary to support both staff training and resident education. And for technology, implementing a data management system for tracking fall incidents and monitoring program effectiveness will be crucial. This technology will facilitate the collection of qualitative and quantitative data, helping to inform ongoing improvements. In conclusion, our comprehensive and standard fall prevention program at Belmont House aims to significantly reduce fall rates and improve the safety of elderly residents. We urge all stakeholders to commit to prioritizing fall prevention and creating a safer environment for our seniors. The following are our references.